Prime your mind daily by intentionally setting the tone for your day the moment you wake up. The first few moments of your day hold immense power over your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Instead of allowing your mind to wander into stress, worries, or negativity, take charge by speaking to yourself in a way that conditions your mind for confidence, energy, and success. Begin by acknowledging that you have complete control over your state of mind. Say it with conviction: I control my emotions, and I choose confidence and power today. These words are not just affirmations, they are commands to your subconscious, a direct signal to your nervous system that you are in charge of how you feel and how you show up in the world. The power of self-talk is undeniable. What you repeatedly say to yourself becomes your reality. If you wake up and immediately focus on problems, your mind will search for more of them. However, if you deliberately shift your focus to gratitude, strength, and possibility, you rewire your brain to operate from a place of abundance and certainty. It's not about denying reality, it's about conditioning yourself to respond to reality with power rather than passivity. By starting your day with powerful self-talk, you build an internal foundation that allows you to handle whatever comes your way. Your physiology plays a crucial role in this process. When you speak to yourself in the morning, do it with energy. Stand up, breathe deeply, expand your chest, and smile. The way you move affects the way you think. If you mumble words of encouragement while slouching, they will lack impact. But if you declare them with a strong voice, open body language, and an upright posture, they will penetrate deeper into your subconscious. Say it out loud: today is a great day. I am ready. I am strong. I am capable. When you embody these words physically, they don't just remain thoughts, they become emotions that drive actions. It's important to make this a ritual, not just a one-time experiment. For the next 5 days, commit to priming your mind every morning. Do not wait to feel good before speaking empowering words, speak them first, and the feelings will follow. This is how you take control of your state rather than being controlled by it. Over time, this practice will become automatic, and your default mindset will shift from one of hesitation and doubt to one of certainty and confidence. When challenges arise throughout the day, remind yourself of how you started. Recall the words you spoke in the morning, and reaffirm them. If negativity creeps in, override it immediately with a powerful phrase: I decide what I focus on, and I choose strength. This level of self-mastery is available to anyone who commits to consistently speaking to themselves with purpose and intensity. The first thoughts you engage with in the morning shape the way you experience the rest of your day. Take 5 days to experiment with this. Speak to yourself as if you are the most powerful, confident, and successful version of yourself. Watch how your energy shifts, how your actions follow, and how life begins responding to your new level of certainty. Change your state, change your life. The way you feel at any given moment is not random, it is the result of your physiology, focus, and language. If you want to transform your mindset, you must first transform your state. You cannot expect to feel powerful while sitting with slumped shoulders, shallow breathing, and a weak tone of voice. Your emotions are deeply connected to your body, and the fastest way to shift how you feel is to move differently, speak differently, and breathe differently. The moment you change your physical state, your mind follows. Instead of waiting for motivation or confidence to magically appear, create it by commanding your body to act as if you already have it. Start by recognizing that no matter what is happening around you, you have full control over how you carry yourself. When you wake up, instead of dragging yourself out of bed, move with energy. Take a deep breath, stretch your arms up, and stand tall. If you feel tired or unmotivated, shake it off, literally. Jump up and down, move your arms, smile, and get your blood flowing. The moment you shift your body, you send a message to your brain that it's time to engage, to be strong, to be alive. This is how you take control of your emotions rather than being controlled by them. The words you use play a critical role in this process. If you tell yourself, I'm exhausted, or I don't feel like doing this, your body will reflect those words. But if you declare, I am unstoppable, I have unlimited energy, and say it with power, your body will respond accordingly. You must embody the energy you want to experience. Say it out loud with certainty, and let your tone match your intention. The way you speak to yourself determines how you feel in the moment, which ultimately shapes the actions you take. Throughout your day, Be aware of how often your state shifts and how it affects your performance. If you catch yourself feeling sluggish, frustrated, or doubtful, don't just accept it, interrupt it. Change your posture, change your movement, and immediately replace weak thoughts with powerful ones. Take a deep breath, put your shoulders back, and say something strong. I have what it takes. I am in control. In just a few seconds, you can break free from a negative state and realign with the energy that drives success. Making this a habit will revolutionize how you experience life. Most people react to their emotions as if they are out of their control, but those who master their state master their destiny. The key is repetition. For the next 5 days, commit to consciously managing your energy. Before you engage in any important task, take a moment to shift into a peak state. Walk into every room with power, speak with certainty, and train yourself to override hesitation with decisive movement. The more you practice this, the faster it becomes automatic. Instead of waiting to feel good, you generate the emotions that fuel action. This is how you build momentum, break through obstacles, and take your life to an entirely new level. Reframe challenges as fuel. Every obstacle, setback, or difficulty you face has the potential to either break you or build you. It all depends on how you choose to interpret it. The meaning you attach to challenges determines how they affect you. If you see them as barriers, they will hold you back. But if you choose to see them as opportunities for growth, they become the fuel that propels you forward. Challenges are not roadblocks, they are tests that shape your resilience, push you beyond your limits, and force you to tap into strength you didn't even know you had. The moment you face a challenge, your instinct might be to resist it, complain about it, or feel overwhelmed. But that reaction does not serve you. Instead, train yourself to ask, how is this making me stronger, or what can I learn from this? The questions you ask yourself in difficult moments determine how you experience them. When you shift your perspective, you shift your emotional state. Instead of feeling defeated, you feel empowered. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, you focus on what you can control. This mindset is what separates those who succeed from those who stay stuck. It is easy to have a strong mindset when everything is going well. But true strength is built in adversity. Every great achiever has faced setbacks, failures, and moments of uncertainty. The difference is they did not allow those moments to define them, they used them as leverage. They understood that pain and struggle are part of the process and that the discomfort of growth is far better than the pain of regret. When you embrace this mentality, you stop fearing challenges and start welcoming them. You realize that every difficulty is an invitation to step up, to become more, and to sharpen your skills. Your language plays a massive role in how you perceive challenges. If you say, "This is too hard," your mind will look for proof that you are not capable. But if you say, "This is making me stronger," your mind will find ways to rise to the occasion. The words you use program your brain to either see possibilities or limitations. So, make it a habit to speak about challenges in a way that empowers you. Instead of calling them problems, call them opportunities. Instead of seeing failure as the end, see it as feedback. This small shift in language creates a massive shift in mindset. For the next 5 days, commit to reframing every challenge you face. Whenever you encounter something difficult, catch yourself before reacting negatively. Pause and consciously choose a new perspective. Ask, how can I use this? How can I grow from this? Then, take action from a place of strength rather than fear. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. Soon, you will start to see challenges not as something to avoid but as the very thing that pushes you to greatness. The strongest version of you is waiting on the other side of adversity. Embrace it, use it, and let it fuel your success. Use questions to direct your focus. The quality of your life is determined by the questions you consistently ask yourself. Your mind is like a search engine, it will always find answers to the questions you feed it. If you ask weak, disempowering questions like, "Why does this always happen to me?" or "Why am I not good enough?" your brain will come up with negative answers that reinforce those thoughts. But if you ask powerful, solution-driven questions like, "How can I turn this around?" or "What's great about this situation?" your mind will shift its focus toward opportunities and solutions. Learning to control the questions you ask yourself is one of the most powerful ways to take charge of your emotions, your decisions, and your life. In every situation, your focus determines your experience. If you focus on what's missing, what's wrong, or what's out of your control, you will feel frustrated and powerless. But if you train yourself to focus on what you can do, what's working, and what lessons you can learn, you will feel empowered and in control. The fastest way to shift your focus is to change the questions you ask. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" shift to, "What is this teaching me?" Instead of, "What if I fail?" ask, "What if I succeed?" The questions you ask shape the emotions you feel, and those emotions determine the actions you take. Your brain is always searching for meaning, and the questions you feed it create the lens through which you see the world. When you face a setback, you can ask, "Why do I always get unlucky?" and feel defeated, or you can ask, "How can I use this to come back stronger?" and immediately shift into a mindset of growth. When you wake up in the morning, you can ask, "What do I have to do today?" and feel burdened, or you can ask, "What am I excited about today?" and feel energized. This small change can completely transform the way you experience life. One of the most effective ways to rewire your thinking is to create a set of powerful questions to ask yourself every day. Start your morning with questions like, "What am I grateful for? What's great about my life right now? What can I do today to move closer to my goals?" By consistently asking these questions, you train your brain to focus on positivity, progress, and possibility. Whenever you catch yourself feeling stuck, shift your focus with a better question. Instead of, "Why can't I do this?" ask, "Who can help me figure this out?" Instead of, "What if I fail?" ask, "What's the first step I can take right now?" For the next 5 days, pay close attention to the questions you ask yourself. Challenge yourself to replace any negative or disempowering questions with strong, purposeful ones. Your mind will always give you answers. Make sure you're asking the right questions. The moment you take control of your focus, you take control of your emotions, your decisions, and ultimately, your destiny. Destroy limiting beliefs. The biggest barriers to success are not external obstacles but the invisible chains of limiting beliefs that hold you back. These beliefs are the thoughts you have repeated to yourself so many times that they feel like absolute truth, even though they are nothing more than conditioned patterns. If you believe you are not smart enough, not capable enough, or not worthy of success, your actions will always align with that belief. The key to breaking free is to recognize these false limitations, challenge them, and replace them with empowering beliefs that drive you forward. Limiting beliefs are often formed early in life through past experiences, societal conditioning, or the opinions of others. Perhaps you failed at something once, and now you believe you're not good at it. Maybe someone told you that success is only for certain types of people, and you internalized that as truth. The problem is that these beliefs operate in the background of your mind, shaping your decisions, behaviors, and even your identity. If you do not consciously examine them, they will silently dictate your life. The first step in destroying limiting beliefs is to bring them to the surface and question them. Ask yourself, is this really true? Who told me this? What proof do I have that this belief is real? More often than not, you will find that these beliefs are built on weak foundations, and once you see that, they begin to lose their power. The next step is to actively replace them with stronger, more empowering beliefs. If you have told yourself, "I'm not good at speaking in public," reframe it to, "I am developing my skills, and I improve every time I practice." If you have believed, "I'm not the kind of person who succeeds," change it to, "I have everything I need to create success, and I will figure it out." Words have power. The way you speak to yourself determines how you feel, and how you feel determines how you act. If you consistently affirm new empowering beliefs, your brain will begin to accept them as truth. Another powerful way to break limiting beliefs is to take action in direct opposition to them. If you believe you are not capable of something, go do it. Prove to yourself that your belief was wrong. Even small steps in the right direction will weaken the old belief and strengthen a new one. Every time you challenge a limitation with action, you gain momentum, confidence, and evidence that you are far more capable than you once thought. For the next 5 days, commit to identifying and replacing one limiting belief each day. Write them down, challenge them, and consciously speak new empowering beliefs into existence. Pay attention to how this shift changes your thoughts, emotions, and actions. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the belief that it's not possible. Change that belief, and you change everything. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Use it to set yourself free. Leverage the power of identity. The way you see yourself determines how you show up in the world. Every action you take, every decision you make, and every result you create is a direct reflection of the identity you believe you have. If you see yourself as someone who struggles, you will find ways to struggle. If you see yourself as someone who succeeds, you will naturally take the actions that lead to success. Your identity is like a thermostat, it regulates everything in your life. No matter how much effort you put in, if your internal identity does not match the results you want, you will always find a way to return to the level you believe you belong at. If you want to create lasting change, you must shift the way you define yourself. The first step in leveraging the power of identity is to become aware of the labels you have given yourself. Often, people say things like, "I'm just not good with money," or "I'm not disciplined," or "I've never been confident." These are not facts, they are just repeated beliefs that have been reinforced over time. The danger is that once you accept an identity, you subconsciously act in ways that confirm it. If you believe you are undisciplined, you will continue making choices that prove it to be true. But if you shift that identity and start saying, "I am the kind of person who follows through," your brain will look for ways to align with that new belief. Once you identify limiting labels, replace them with a new, empowering identity. Decide who you want to be and speak about yourself in a way that reinforces that identity. Instead of saying, "I struggle with focus," start saying, "I am highly focused and productive." Instead of saying, "I'm bad at speaking in public," declare, "I am a powerful and confident speaker." Even if it doesn't feel true at first, repetition creates belief, and belief creates reality. The more you affirm this new identity, the more your actions will start to align with it. Another key to shifting identity is to back it up with small, consistent actions. If you want to see yourself as a leader, act like one in small ways every day. If you want to become fit, show up to exercise consistently, even if it's just for a few minutes. Each time you take an action that reinforces your new identity, you strengthen it. Over time, these actions compound, and the new identity becomes your natural way of being. For the next 5 days, commit to redefining how you see yourself. Identify an old identity that has been holding you back, replace it with a new, empowering one, and reinforce it with daily action. Speak as if you are already the person you want to become. Think like that person, act like that person, and soon enough, you will be that person. Your identity shapes your destiny, change it, and everything else will follow. Flood your mind with certainty. The way you think, speak, and act is a direct reflection of what you believe to be true about yourself and your abilities. If doubt and hesitation dominate your thoughts, they will manifest in your actions, leading to weak results. But when you cultivate unshakable certainty in your mind, you begin to operate at an entirely different level. Certainty is not about having all the answers in advance, it is about trusting yourself fully, believing beyond any doubt that you will figure things out, overcome obstacles, and achieve your goals. This belief alone will make you take bold, decisive action, and that action will produce results that reinforce your confidence even further. Your mind is like a battlefield where certainty and doubt constantly fight for control. If you do not actively strengthen certainty, doubt will creep in and take over. The key is to consciously flood your mind with empowering thoughts every single day. Repetition is the foundation of certainty. The more you reinforce a belief, the stronger it becomes. Tell yourself daily, "I am unstoppable, I have everything I need to succeed, and no challenge is bigger than me." Say it out loud. Feel it in your body. Certainty is built through intentional reinforcement of empowering beliefs until they become your default state of mind. Your physiology plays a massive role in developing certainty. Watch how you carry yourself, your posture, your movements, your breathing. When you stand tall, take deep breaths, and move with energy, you naturally feel more powerful. If you slump your shoulders, lower your gaze, and breathe shallowly, your mind will follow, and doubt will take over. Train yourself to move with certainty. Walk with purpose, speak with confidence, and use your body as a tool to strengthen your mindset. The fastest way to feel certain is to act as if you already are. Your environment also influences certainty. Surround yourself with voices and messages that reinforce belief in yourself. Listen to powerful speeches, read stories of those who have overcome challenges, and immerse yourself in material that strengthens your conviction. Cut out negativity, limit exposure to people who constantly doubt, complain, or project their fears onto you. The more you expose your mind to certainty, the more it becomes your reality. Another way to build certainty is through action. Action destroys fear. When you hesitate, fear grows. But when you take immediate, decisive action, you override doubt. Even if you are unsure of the outcome, move forward anyway. Every small victory builds momentum and strengthens your belief in yourself. The more you act with certainty, the more your mind will accept it as truth. For the next 5 days, commit to flooding your mind with certainty. Start each day with strong affirmations, move your body with power, and take at least one bold action daily. When doubt tries to creep in, shut it down immediately and replace it with conviction. The more you condition yourself to operate with certainty, the more natural it will become. Soon, hesitation will no longer be a part of your identity. You will step into every challenge with absolute confidence, knowing that no matter what happens, you will find a way to succeed. Point 5. Take massive action with urgency. The difference between those who achieve extraordinary results and those who stay stuck is not intelligence, luck, or resources, it is the ability to take massive, relentless action without hesitation. Too many people overthink, analyze, and wait for the perfect moment that never comes. They spend time planning, doubting, or seeking reassurance instead of moving forward. But success belongs to those who step up and take bold, decisive action now. Massive action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. When you move fast, you bypass fear, silence doubt, and put yourself in a position to learn, adapt, and grow. Waiting leads to stagnation. The longer you delay action, the more you invite uncertainty and hesitation into your mind. When you act immediately, you take control. Even if you are unsure of the exact path, moving forward allows you to adjust and refine along the way. Every successful person started before they felt ready. They didn't wait for conditions to be perfect or for confidence to magically appear, they built confidence through action. The truth is, clarity comes from movement, not from thinking. You will never have all the answers before you start, but once you take that first step, the next one becomes clear. Urgency is key. Treat your goals and dreams like they are life or death because, in many ways, they are. Every day you delay is another day you remain in the same place. Time does not slow down for anyone. The most successful people act with a sense of urgency as if their future depends on it, because it does. They do not wait for motivation or inspiration to strike, they create it through their actions. When you operate with urgency, you tap into a level of energy and focus that most people never experience. You stop making excuses, stop getting distracted, and start doing what needs to be done. Taking massive action also means going all in. Dabbling, playing small, or making half-hearted efforts will not produce real results. When you commit fully, you send a powerful message to your mind that failure is not an option. This level of commitment forces you to find solutions, push through challenges, and keep moving forward no matter what. The moment you burn the bridge of hesitation and go all in, you unlock a new level of power within yourself. You become the kind of person who does not wait for things to happen, you make things happen. For the next 5 days, challenge yourself to take massive action with urgency. Whatever goal you have been hesitating on, take the first step today. Move fast, take bold steps, and refuse to let fear or doubt slow you down. Make decisions quickly, follow through with intensity, and watch how momentum builds in your favor. The more you condition yourself to take immediate, massive action, the more unstoppable you become. You will look back and realize that success was never about waiting, it was always about moving forward with relentless determination.